All right, let's get into this. So, I gotta get. I got a microphone for the camera now, so hopefully the audio is a little bit better than my first video. I'm sitting in my truck before going into Jiu Jitsu, and I didn't realize how hard it is to like talk to a camera like with nobody around. I see people on YouTube, they do it a lot where they feel like so natural with it, but like I don't want to feel like I'm like talking at you guys. I want it to feel like I'm talking with the people watching my video, you know, and that's gonna be a big deal for me. Is getting past this area, this milestone. Um, I didn't really discuss it in the first video of what this channel is going to be about, and it's going to be about kind of my journey with mental health. I'm a father, and life gets in the way. I work, I have a full-time job, and then I train jiu-jitsu. And a lot of times, training jiu-jitsu gets in the way of my family life, and and some days you get burnt out, like you don't want to go to work 10 hours and then go to jiu-jitsu, but I need jiu-jitsu. It's different. um, we have injuries, and maybe you have injuries, and it's hard for you to get on the mat. um, this is me my next form of journaling, honestly. I keep a journal on me. I try to stay organized. I have recall abilities. It is a problem where I cannot remember things so easy. So I figured documenting and writing in my journal will help. I have a goal and a dream of becoming a world champion, a Masters Division world champion. And is it possible? Anything's possible, I believe. You know, is it feasible? It could be if I worked hard enough for it. I've got a lot of injuries from the military, from just life. Life happens, you know. Um, I want to encourage everybody who watches my videos, male or female, preferably male, because I want to be respectful to my lady at the house. She has a channel herself that you guys can watch or follow on TikTok. I will link that to you if you are of the female sex. But if you are a male and you want to reach out and talk to me, you can. You very much well can. I would like to be here, and I would like to help out any way I can, and I would like to grow with you in jiu-jitsu. Saturday, I experienced a loss in front of a lot of people, a loss in front of my family, friends. I've never really experienced loss like that before. I never stood in front and didn't have my hand raised or didn't get a trophy in some way. So it was a new experience for me. Good old humble pie, and I ate every single bite. It happens, From I'll tell you what, it made me sick to my stomach, and I'm gonna be honest with you. And I should have been happy about it. I podiumed. I got a bronze medal. I should have been happy, and I'll tell you why. Because a lot of people are sitting at home wishing that they could, get off the couch and they can just get on a mat. You know what I mean? And I'm stepping on a mat, and I'm being overly cautious, overly hesitant, and I pay for it. But how many people are wishing that they could be in that scenario, that situation where they are just stepping on the mat, even if you get ragdolled? You know what I mean? Like, I should have just took that medal and been like happy about it, man. I got it next to my bed right now, and I'm looking at it, dude, and I'm thinking to myself, like, dang, dude, I should have really been happy about this. And you know what? I signed up immediately following that tournament. The second that before that tournament day was closed out, I had already signed up for the next one because I want to do better, and I want to be better for it. I've got nothing to prove to nobody, just to myself. And this is about Kaizen. You know what I mean? 1% better than you were yesterday. And I'm renewing my faith in this stuff, man. I'm getting myself more focused with my job, more serious about my training and my schedule. I want to be a better father, better man, better husband, better in my faith. I want to be a better Christian, and I want jiu-jitsu to elevate. I have the hopes of one day growing in the sport of jiu-jitsu. I don't know how long I'll be able to compete for, but that's the goal, and I encourage anybody out there scared or worried about doing their first competition. Look to Joshua 1:9, and I'll pull that up for you right now. It says, Joshua 1:9, have I not commanded you? Be strong, courageous, do not be afraid, do not be discouraged, for the Lord your God will be with you wherever you go. In a world full of people out here doing corrupt OnlyFans and stuff, and yes, we are not without sin. I am not without my own mistakes. I make a lot of mistakes, but in a world full of Judases, I'd rather be a Peter, okay? Upon this rock I build my church, okay? We were talking about it on Sunday. Pastor Rodriguez, shout out to you, Joe. He's talking about how you don't want to build your foundations on sand. If you build it on sand, when the storm comes, it washes away. But if you build it on a rock, it withstands the storm. So that's what I want to do. Is I want to build this current foundation in 2026. I want to build it upon a rock where I could be consistent with something, where I could talk about things that bother me, things that I'm working towards in goal orientation, and keeping strong in my faith and in my health and in my jiu-jitsu. I'm letting a lot of things go. I got a little bit overweight. I stress eat, and that happens a lot. You know what I mean? Whenever something bad happens to me, I immediately feel the need to just chew down a brownie, a smoothie, something of the sort. And that's not always good. Not good at all, actually. Sometimes I forget a lot of things, But I woke up recently and was like, man, I wanted to start YouTube for I don't know how long. And today's the day, This week was the week. So I got me a small 4K camera, a computer. I've got my jiu-jitsu, and we're gonna make it rock, dude. We're gonna get this going. I don't know how I want this stuff to be, but I don't want to overly edit stuff, dude. I'm not trying to change one job for another job, honestly. I want this to be fun. Barely any edits, The real ones will stay, and the rest will go. You know what I mean? I'm not doing this for anyone else. I'm doing this for me and those who are like me, So I only want the real ones anyways. So I'm gonna go into jiu-jitsu, show some couple rolls. You know what I mean? We'll talk about it afterwards. So mental health portion finished. Jiu-jitsu time. we had some most decent rolls today. Luke put it on me, you know, trying to not go 100%, but go enough to where it feels real. A lot of threats. Luke is a capable purple belt, and you know, I realize that I give my back up a lot, and that's something I need to tighten up. But you know, when you're in fucking pain, dude, you just let it go. You know, I did pretty good against the professor tonight. Most proud of that. Man, I feel good. We got an hour and 30 minutes on the mat today. I'm about to go home, take a shower, start writing the script for this. You know, like how I want to edit the video and really get into it that way. Worked on some Kimura's defense and some guillotine. You know, situational sparring. It was good. You know, pretty proud of myself today's performance. You know, I hate no-gi. I don't hate no-gi. I don't prefer it to gi, because in the gi you could slow things down. For me, slowing things down is like where I feel most comfortable, because it's like a chess match, you know? And the chess aspect of rolling is what is so enticing to me about Jiu Jitsu, you know what I mean? If it comes to like, sweaty rolling and just smashing you and myself smashed, I don't really much care for that. I don't want to be sore tomorrow. You know, I enjoy a hard roll, but I love working in. So the gym I go to is called Paradojo Jiu Jitsu, and it stands for paradox. Two people actively trying to solve each other's problems. You know what I mean? I'm putting you in a Kimura, you're actively trying to solve getting out of that Kimura, and that's what I love about Jiu-Jitsu. Because in that moment, I'm problem solving, and these are some stuff that I lack in my real life. I lack the ability to cope and problem solve on my own, so I end up isolating myself. Oh my God, I almost isolate myself, and therefore I don't get a lot of interaction with stuff. You know, prior to all these things, I used to be really outgoing. Sometimes I am, but I feel like it's a mask. In Jiu-Jitsu, I don't have to mask anything, because the mat doesn't lie. The mat never lies. So you are what you say you are. If you say you're something, man, you better be able to back it up on the mat. And I admire that. You know, somebody who can look you dead in your face and there's nothing you can do, man. You don't know how it feels to be helpless until somebody's got you wrapped up. And that helpless feeling is real, especially when you're going toe to toe with a black belt or something. It's tough. Anybody thinking about doing jiu-jitsu or feel like you're too old to do jiu-jitsu, man, do it at a pace. Don't be afraid to say no. Don't be afraid to tell people that you can't roll with them and that you are not in that situation, man. Get in here, get training, man. I'm telling you, I haven't been to a gym in a few months. I really need to, but hey, man, jiu-jitsu kept me lean, so happy of that. So thanks, guys. Thanks for tuning in to this video. You know, let's get some prayers in there. And remember, Joshua 1:9, okay? That's the message of the day. That's the message of this video, Joshua 1:9. Be not afraid. Have courage and know that the Lord God is with you. Peace.